Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. The Tar Heels will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Turns it on at midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. Moving away from pressure. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Back to throw, it's done. Floats it out in space. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And the Tar Heels Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Love. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, It's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The play-action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Mississippi State going up tempo.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection, the pressure there. It's timing. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell the quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under fire.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To the air, it's done. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. The Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be 3rd down. To the air. It's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Makes the grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's done. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down, trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a crease, it's Reeder. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker, it's Moss. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle, it's Hodges. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Steps away to find some room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. To throw, it's done. Quarterback moving. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Jackson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him...
There he goes! Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a crease at the 20. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And on 1st down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give. Fighting off the defender. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Makes the catch. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quick strike complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's caught. It's Hatchet. It's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. Powers through the defender. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have coming after him deep, and it's blocked. Touchdown, UNC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just 1 bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 10 over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that is available here on 2nd down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And don't forget, he did have 1 blocked earlier. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situation.